ask me all the time, they go, Chris, what's the one thing that you really enjoy doing? Really enjoy doing. And, I coach baseball, I do radio. And they say, oh, is it winning a baseball game? And I say, no, not really. And they go, oh, well, is it doing a radio show? Or is it progressing in the radio business? And I think about it, and I say, well, I don't know. Then they go, oh, well, bro, is it having sex with a girl? Is it getting in a girl's pants? It's nice, don't get me wrong. Everybody knows my stance on sex. But making a girl smile, to me, it's the greatest thing in the world. I see so many guys, especially in Staten Island, that don't know how to treat a girl or a woman. Let's take that route. A woman. They don't know how to treat them, and they cheat on them. They're abusive, and I've cheated before. There's just all there is to it. I did not cheat in my last relationship, but I've cheated before. And I grew up. I matured. And I wish some of these guys on Staten Island would do that too. And, it pains me to see some of these women with them, but they ultimately have to make the decision and be strong enough to walk away. But to me, it's not winning baseball championships or being on the radio or podcasting or getting all these likes on Instagram and all these views on my YouTube stuff. It's making a girl smile. To me, that's the best thing in the world, is making a woman truly smile. And you can tell when a woman is faking in everything. Trust me, I know when a woman is faking in the bedroom. No one can fool me in that aspect. And I know when a girl is faking it when they're happy, when they're fake smiling. And, I went through the last 8 months of hoping that it wasn't fake, hoping that the fire wasn't gone, but it was. But when you get a woman to be happy and you get them to smile, to me, there's no greater feeling. And this girl I'm talking to now, I was talking to another one. That was the one that I was going on the movie dates with, and I saw Krampus with. Great girl, but I felt too much like me. And I love me. Everyone knows that I love me. But, stuff didn't work out. But this one that I'm talking to now, again, I've known her. And I love my friends. Oh, well, why wasn't there interest back then? Why is there interest now? Why? Because you have jobs at radio? I hardly think it's the case. And let's face it, I'm not Howard Stern here. I'm not making $6 million or whatever, a large salary. I'm no legend. I'm starting out in the business. It's not that I'm on Wall Street. I could see stuff like that. It's not it. I know people that work on Wall Street that, hey, that's the only reason you're getting a girl. Well, let's not go there. But I think it's a genuine happiness. And you know what? I'll counter my friend's argument. Back when I first met this girl in 2012, I was a dick. I was an alcoholic drunk. And that turned a lot of people off. And I showed no respect. And I think there were a few times, even at parties, where I didn't show respect to this woman. I know for a fact I didn't at a few parties. It was very disrespectful. And I'm glad that she has not hated me for life. And that we're going on date number 2 tomorrow. Makes me feel good. Now, I may suck. We're going bowling. Text until 1 a.m. who won the GOP presidential debate in your mind. 800-655-6543. Text your first name and the city you're texting from. And we'll get that stuff over the air. But, let's take a break from the GOP and Ben Carson coughing and Carly Fiorina not shutting up and Ted Cruz really not shutting up and John Kasich not having a clue. I'm happy. You know, in October of this year, I had my heart broken. Everybody knows the situation that knows me, and you know you've seen my videos. Obviously, you know that my girlfriend left me, and it was around that time that I had to do some soul searching, and I had to clean up my act. I'm not saying fully change me, but I had to mature. Everybody knew that, and I think I have. I think I have a fair balance of everything, but I have matured in my eyes. And I met this great woman. And I don't know if this is going to be anything. I don't know. Again, we're going on only date number 2 tomorrow night. But the funny thing is we've known each other for a long time. I want to say since fall of 2012. And great woman. I've always, had a thing for her. I mean, I guess she somewhat had something for me. I mean, she asked me to go to an event with her a couple years ago, and it didn't pan out. And it was an embarrassing moment for me. I was embarrassed. But we came full circle. We actually met on Tinder. And I just feel great when I text her. And she says she feels great too. And that makes me feel happy. And that's one thing that I'll say to guys out there. Just be yourselves, and don't try and be something you're not. Please don't be a fuckboy. But if there's no better thing in this world, to me, than making a woman starting Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, because if you read Section 21. Pete Rose should not be allowed in baseball anymore. It is the rule. And I love Pete Rose. And Pete Rose may be one of the greatest hitters of all time. But he bet on baseball. And, maybe they would have looked the other way after a while if he didn't lie for so long. He denied this for so long. Then it came out in March that he may have bet as a player. But it's in every locker room across baseball. Don't bet on the game. And Pete did that. And just because he had all those hits does not mean the rules do not apply to him. Now, should that affect him being in the Hall of Fame? No, but really, does Pete Rose care? And the people that are in the Hall of Fame, I mean, if Bill Mazeroski is going to be in the Hall of Fame, and the Hall of Fame is a watered down product. It is. You know what? When Pete Rose dies, we're going to know him as one of the greatest players that ever lived. And to me, he doesn't need a title in the Hall of Fame for us to know how great he was. We know the stats. We know everything. So it's nothing that, does Pete Rose need the Hall of Fame? No. And should he have been allowed back in baseball? No. It's the rules. And people go, oh, well, Clemens and Bonds are still allowed in the game. Show us the rule in baseball about steroids. So rule, clear cut, Rule 21 about gambling. And he broke it. And I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe you people out there disagree with me. Maybe you do agree with me. But you can't disagree with the rules. On this podcast, and we have asked, what can the WWE do to bring ratings up? And the numbers are in. And WWE Raw last night was number 2 overall in viewership behind Monday Night Football. And they were 4th in the 18 to 49 demographic. They were behind NFL. I forget what the other 3 shows were. Or the other 2 shows were. But they were 2nd overall in viewing. They were up 28% from last Monday night. And I think what they have done with Roman Reigns, I think they have their guy here. And it's funny because it took a lot of balls by the WWE to put that belt on him in Philadelphia, where he got booed to start the year at the Royal Rumble. And even when he came out, Roman wasn't getting booed out of the building. Now, granted, it could be because nobody wants Sheamus. Nobody likes Sheamus. Nobody cares about Sheamus. But the crowd was behind Roman. They built him up at TLC. It was a great job by Triple H. He kicked the crap out of him. It was great. The fans loved it. He went off after the match. He just wiped out everybody. Another key thing is Vince McMahon coming back. And don't think that Vince wasn't going, ratings are down, I think I have to interject. And he sold it last night. He sold that punch. He put Reigns over with his Mr. McMahon gimmick. It worked wonders. And Reigns is the new champ. And I tweeted this out last night. Roman Reigns, this is your time. And it is. It is Roman Reigns' time. He has grabbed the brass ring. He grabbed it at TLC. He grabbed it on Monday night. Don't screw it up. This is the Roman Empire. This is Roman Reigns' time. This is what they've wanted. And they have it. And he won Philadelphia over last night. He won a lot of the WWE Universe over last night. This guy's busted his ass. He has taken abuse. He's taking a beating. From this podcast, too. We've killed him. We've killed his promos. We've killed him being pushed too much. But last night, I'm telling you, I'm sorry, but I have not heard that much coughing on a television program since Imus was on Fox News and MSNBC. My God. Could somebody have given Ben Carson a cough drop? Or a water something? Something? Instead of every 2 minutes. Why do we have to hear that? My God. Just, again. I can't. I'm sitting there working the debate, and every 3 minutes, I'm hearing a coughing. Dude, do they allow you to bring water on the stage at the podium? There's something. My God.